Shortly after Mozart had moved to Vienna in the hope of writing lots of operas for the imperial court, he found himself commissioned to write an opera in German, a Singspiel called Die Entführung aus dem Seraglio, which conveniently we refer to as the Abduction from the Seraglio, or just Seraglio for short. Seraglio is a rescue opera, and that means we have a wonderfully exciting plot involving abductions, kidnappings, flights, escapes, ladders over walls, and all sorts of other intrigues. And Mozart seems to have thrown himself with great enthusiasm into telling this exciting story. The story goes that Constanza and her servant and companion, Blonda, an Englishwoman, have been taken into captivity by the Turkish Pasha, Pasha Selim. And Pasha Selim is guarding these women in his harem, with Osmin, the guard of the harem, set to stop them escaping. In the meantime, Belmonte, who's in love with Constanza, has tracked her down and decided to go and rescue her, along with his faithful servant Pedrillo. And when they come to the harem walls, they find that Osmin is guarding the captives and Pasha Selim is certainly not likely to let them go. Now, in our production, James Robinson has come up with the wonderful idea that a very good setting for this would be the Orient Express, a great railway train travelling from Istanbul to Paris. And so, in the surtitles, when we perform the opera, you'll notice that every time it says Pasha Selim's house, it's now Pasha Selim's sleeping compartment. It won't take long to get used to that, and the set is a wonderful recreation of a 1920s railway train interior. Osmin is determined to keep Blonda for himself, and Pedrillo and Belmonte have a terrible time trying to get past the walls of the harem, even to talk to the women, let alone to run away with them. But eventually they manage to get past Osmin by giving him a quantity of wine to drink against his Muslim faith, and Pasha Selim is confronted by Constanza. He wants to marry her, but she says that she's in love with Belmonte and cannot be his wife. In the end, it turns out that the Pasha is a merciful man, and although he's been very badly treated by Belmonte's father, he's prepared to let Belmonte, Constanza, Blonda and Pedrillo live happily ever after, and Osmin goes away raging against these dreadful prisoners that have slipped through his fingers.